Please join in the pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please remain standing while Sana Donay Alexandre sings the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bolts bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. You may be seated. Thank you, Sana, for that beautiful rendition of the national anthem. Sana is a graduating senior from the TV film production class. She attends Woodlands High School, and she's an independent artist with an EP coming out this summer, and you can catch her on social media. Her future plans are to become a director, go into cinema studies, and write music on the side. In addition, looking to studying performing arts, she is accepted into NYU's Tisch School of the Arts. Congratulations. Kevin Montufar carried in the flag and led us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Kevin comes to us from New Rochelle and has successfully completed the security lawn policing program. He comes to us from New Rochelle, and he has joined the United States Marine Corps. His recruiter, Staff Sergeant Carl A. Turner Jr. is here with us tonight. Thank you. Kevin was also, I'm gonna mess it up, but I'm gonna try, accompanied by Michael Cassiopo, who was an Eagle Scout this year, and he's from Edgemont School District, and he will be attending school in Alabama, and he's getting ready to do Rush and everything, and we're so proud of him, and thank you so much. I would like to recognize the Student Council who are wearing yellow carnations, and their advisor, Phil Donahue. Can the Student Council members please stand? And Phil Donahue. You may be seated. And I'd also like to recognize the students that were inducted into the National Technical Honor Society who are wearing the white stoles. Please stand. Thank you. You may be seated. I would now like to welcome Dr. Brendan Lyons, our Chief Operating and Deputy Superintendents, to give our salutation. Dr. Lyons.
Thank you, Ms. Jackson. Good evening and welcome to you all, family, friends, and most importantly, our graduates. I would first like to recognize two of our incredibly supportive board members who are here with us this evening, Ms. Lynn Fraser McBride and Ms. Cheryl Brady. First and foremost, congratulations to all of our graduates and their families. This is a tremendous accomplishment and you have much to be proud of. Students, with the support of your families, your teachers, your counselors, and administrators, you have made it and are off to do great things on whichever path you have chosen, whether it be college, the workforce, or the military. On behalf of the entire Southern Westchester BOCES administrative team and the Board of Education, I congratulate you and your families and wish you all the best. Enjoy the rest of the ceremony.
Thank you, Dr. Lyons. I would now like to introduce Sarah Lee, who will deliver this evening's greeting from the Center for Career Services class of 2024. Sarah comes to us from Edgemont High School. She's a student in our culinary arts program and a competing member of Skills USA. Sarah will be attending the Culinary Institute of America in the fall, where she will continue her studies in baking. Here is Sarah Lee, our salutatorian for the 2024.
Good evening, and welcome to our recognition ceremony to celebrate the graduates of BOCES Center for Career Services. We're honored to have present this evening Dr. Herbert Coles, District Superintendent, Dr. Brendan Lyons, Deputy District Superintendent. Thank you to all our school board members for their support throughout the years. And of course, Ms. Dahlia Jackson, Director of the Center for Career Services, our principal, Mr. Evangelo Mikis, and our assistant principal, Mr. Phil Donahue. Tonight, we are here to recognize the accomplishments we have achieved as students at the Center for Career Services. We're all beginning a new chapter in our lives, and there are so many people we need to thank. First and foremost, we thank our parents and guardians who have been there to support us. We thank our teachers, counselors, principals, and all our school staff who have been there to teach and guide us throughout the years. You have all played a very important role in our achievement. It is now our time to take this encouragement along with the tools we have gained over these last few years at the BOCES Center for Career Services and start building our future. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah, for that warm greeting. Next up is Brooke Murphy from the Collision Technology Program and a senior from Eastchester High School. Brooke will be attending Pace University in the fall to study early childhood education. She will also continue to work in the auto body shop she's currently working at. Brooke?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Brooke Murphy. It's truly an honor to have been chosen to give this speech and celebrate all of our achievements and success in this program. I'm the Student Council President, the Skills USA Vice President, and a member of the National Technical Honor Society. This year, I was awarded the Secondary Day Career and Technical Education Outstanding Student on Campus for my hard work in the Collision Technology program. As a student in this program, I worked on cars by sanding, priming, painting, and welding. It opened up so many doors to my future. Although the past 2 years has brought me so much joy, the challenge of getting here was difficult at times. My parents, family, and many of my friends were not fully on board with me going into a male-dominated field and questioned whether or not I would succeed in this program. Now, I am ready to graduate and have never felt happier or more fortunate for this experience, thanks to my amazing teachers, Mr. Casagrande and Mr. Pesco. Throughout this time at BOCES, I proved through hard work, passion, and dedication that I could do anything I've set my mind on achieving. My hope is other females would follow in my footsteps. It's okay to try something that's non-traditional and follow your passion and interests. Just know the hard work that you put into something is what you're going to receive at the end of the day. The video you're about to watch was created, filmed, edited by Mr. May's TV video production program, along with Mr. Hardy's sound production program. Please sit back and enjoy as we listen to the many voices of our BOCES programs as they reminisce and reflect on their time here at Southern Westchester BOCES. As you watch this video, I hope you see how much fulfillment, happiness, skills, and talent this program has instilled in each and every one of us. Thank you.
I have learned how to use Revit software and AutoCAD software in order to design homes or structures for my clients.
We've mainly focused on AutoCAD, how to use the software.
Rewiring a receptacle or a switch or a light, knowing what is on and what's not, so I won't get shocked with safety.
I've learned basic mechanics. I've learned how to change tires. I've learned how to do oil changes.
Painting, fixing dents, and welding.
We've learned how to build and take apart computers, as well as work with various network devices.
Photoshop, Illustrator, and also animation.
Operate a boom pole, how to use Pro Tools, how to mic talents, all the microphone techniques.
Operate a camera. We learned how to edit on Premiere Pro.
I've learned how to do garment construction. I've learned the business aspect of fashion.
I've learned how to do blowouts, style hair, work with different types of hair, and I've also learned salon etiquette, working with coworkers, types of customers.
Do restraints, learn the anatomy of animals, and clean and care for them.
Different knife skills. I've learned different techniques on how to cook.
Basic life support skills like CPR, how to use an AED.
I have learned to become CPR, first aid, and BLS certified.
I've learned to fingerprint. I've learned handcuffing and how to search someone.
Miss Mirabelle makes my time at BOCES successful because she spends time working with me personally, along with my other classmates.
Stoche definitely had a very large impact on my time here at BOCES, and I say one of the first things that you notice about her is her incredible attention to detail.
Mr. D'Abruzzo has made my time very successful by knowing how many things he's overachieved. He also is very caring for his students.
Lucero, he made me fall in love with the trade. From doing wiring or just making sure I know how this trade is, and moving into this year with Mr. Macetta making me fall in love again with the electrical.
Mr. Casagrande, my teacher, he definitely pushes me to my limits. He knows just because I'm not like everyone else, I'm the only girl in my class, that I definitely can do what everyone else does.
Mr. Nelson made my time at BOCES successful because he would always teach us a lesson before class and about what we were going to do during class.
Mr. Del Greco made my time at BOCES successful because he's supportive and he really cares about his students.
Mr. Powers made my time successful in BOCES because he's a very good teacher. He's on top of you on your work. He has multiple connections he's gave me several other opportunities within the art field.
Ms. Galliano has ensured success at BOCES by teaching me professionalism in the workplace and keeping up with industry standards.
Well, my teacher, Ms. Galatello, she's really good at helping us realize our strengths and how to play to them. And Ms. Lopez, she's really good at pushing everyone to their full potential.
Mr. Schwartz and Mr. Phillips made my time better at BOCES because they're very good teachers, in my opinion. They're very nice, they're very respectful.
Chef John and Chef Omar have been great teachers. They are very helpful, and they'll take their time.
Mr. Ponatowski has given us the opportunity to understand what a real workforce is like.
My teacher, Mr. Marvin, made my time at BOCES a success because he has used his skills he learned as a police officer to teach us and to give us a good education.
Mr. Boyson made my time at BOCES a success by teaching me how to use the right tools.
Mr. Arias made my time at BOCES very successful because he was very thorough with his explanations of the software we use.
Mr. Hardy made my time at BOCES a success by teaching me how to be more professional, how to think things over before I do something.
My teacher, Mr. May, made my time at BOCES successful because he taught us all the technical terms we need for this industry. He would help us when we need help with editing, with camera angles. He's just a very good teacher.
I'm getting my cosmetology license in May, which is really exciting, and then I'm going to start studying nursing, and I'm hoping to get my Master of Science in Nursing.
I was accepted into SUNY Farmingdale, and I'm going to be there majoring in cybersecurity.
Majoring in computer science or computer engineering.
I want to go to SUNY Morrisville for automotive technology.
Major in criminal justice because I would like to be a cop and join the State Patrol.
I want to major in cinematic arts and minor in performing arts because I love performing. I've done numerous off-Broadway shows.
Pursue audio recording and sound production.
Currently, I'm doing an internship, so I want to be able to work and attend WCC and then transfer to FIT.
Enlist in the Army and continue culinary arts, become a military chef.
I plan to attend NYIT in order to further my education. I'd like to get my master's degree in architecture.
Go to college, hopefully get a business degree, and open up a salon of my own.
I'm going to college at the University of Hartford, and I'm going to major in psychology.
You're coming here to work. It's like you're going off to a job for 2 hours a day, so definitely don't take it lightly. Make sure you're here to come and make sure your experience is memorable.
You learn from your teachers who are masters at the program.
Take the opportunity. It's a great place to start looking at your career and really get to know how it works.
Expand your skills and be passionate of the things that you want to do.
Be serious because this is a workplace. Even though they have a lot of fun programs, they're going to treat us like adults.
A lot of job opportunities, and they help you out a lot if you want to get a job in your future.
You have to be respectful. You have to be prepared for work-based learning.
You learn a lot of responsibility, discipline, how to care, how to have communication, a lot of soft skills.
If you plan to attend BOCES, just come here ready to listen to the professors, and they're here to help you with whatever you need. They're here to set you up for your career, and they're here to teach you anything that you will need to further on your education.
I would say to say yes to every single opportunity, like for internships or job opportunities, and also if this is what you want to do after high school, to really just go for it, get into the curriculum, and take advantage of everything while you're here.
Thank you to all of the students who are featured in the video. It's reaffirming to know that BOCES Center for Career Services has played such a significant role in the educational careers of our students. I would now like to introduce Amy Baez, who will be sharing her thoughts about her time at the BOCES Center for Career Services. Amy is a senior from New Rochelle High School, a student in the Animal Science program with me, Mr. D'Abruzzo. She's a member of Skills USA. Amy has also been inducted into the National Technical Honor Society. She'll be attending Mercy University in the fall. Please welcome the 2024 Center for Career Services valedictorian, Amy Baez.
Thank you. Good evening, parents, teachers, staff, and the class of 2024. My name is Amy Baez, and I am proud and honored to address you all on this momentous occasion as a valedictorian of Southern Westchester BOCES, class of 2024. Today marks a significant milestone in our lives as we gather to celebrate the culmination of the past 2 years, which included hard work, dedication, and determination. Throughout our time at BOCES, we have not only gained valuable knowledge and skills, but also created lifelong friendships and unforgettable memories. We have been challenged beyond our limits and faced countless obstacles along the way. Yet, through perseverance and resilience, each and every one of us has pushed forward to accomplish our dreams and goals. Our journey here has been unique. Each of us has chosen a path that will make the world work. A path that requires not only academic excellence, but also hands-on experience and real-world application. We have perfected our skills in fields ranging from animal science to culinary arts, electrical to cosmetology, and everything in between. Beyond the technical skills we have acquired, we have also imbibed valuable lessons about teamwork, leadership, and integrity. Whether you decide to move forward to work in your field or not, just know you can make a difference in this world. As we stand on the brink of a new chapter in our lives, let's not forget the unwavering support and encouragement we have received from our families, teachers, and mentors. They have been our guiding lights, inspiring us to reach for the stars and never settle for less. Let us carry the lessons we have learned and the values we hold dear. Let us continue to pursue our passions with courage, knowing that the road ahead may be challenging, yet filled with endless possibilities. Today I am here not only for my accomplishments, but my parents as well. They chose to immigrate here from Mexico to provide a stable future filled with opportunities they were not given. Todo lo que he logrado es gracias a ustedes. To my father, Carlos Baez, and my mother, Teresa Mora, yo no estaría aquí si no fuera por todo su apoyo y amor. Los amo. Thank you to my sisters for always teaching me patience and encouraging me every day, my brothers for supporting me and always being right by my side, and to my longest friends, Yadira and Esteban, thank you for absolutely everything. And of course, the biggest thank you of all to my teacher, Mr. DeBruzzo, who has taught me everything I know about animal science. Being in his class allowed me to gain the confidence I need within my field, and his constant support throughout the years has shined within my work. I wouldn't be your valedictorian without his help. A thanks to Mr. Hamilton, who always encouraged me to step out of my comfort zone and soar. And Mr. Martes, thank you for being a great mentor. Finally, I want to congratulate each and every one of you on your remarkable achievements. Today, we stand united as graduates of Southern Westchester BOCES, ready to make a mark on this world. So let us go forth with confidence, compassion, and a commitment to excellence, knowing that the best is yet to come. We made it to today, and we will make all of tomorrow brighter days. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2024.
Thank you for sharing your heartfelt words, Amy. So we had a guest speaker, and he's graduating from Monroe College, and he sent me a text saying his graduation was just over at Radio City, and he may make it. He's on his way. But a little bit about Aaron. Aaron was a culinary student that graduated from here at Southern Westchester BOCES in 2022 from the culinary program, and he was a student in from Pelham. And Aaron this year competed at the highest level as a chef who just graduated from where you guys are sitting now, and he competed in New York State as Student Chef of the Year. And he worked with Chef John. Chef John, raise your hand. Chef John over there was his senior teacher. And Chef John, on his own time, met with Aaron at the country club that he works at, the Weburn Country Club in Darien, Connecticut, to work on plating and presentation. And after all of that work, out of all the student chefs in New York State, he placed second. So that's just an accomplishment and showing what, thank you, and it shows what you students future and what you can accomplish too. And he's currently just received a promotion at the Weburn Country Club where he's managing his own kitchen. He's what, 20, 21, Chef John? He's 20, 21, and he's doing what he loves. So congratulations to Aaron, and if he makes it here, we'll get to hear a little bit about him. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Harold Coles, the District Superintendent, to share some remarks.
I have to get my speech up. I want to first start by acknowledging the parents and guardians of the graduates and thanking you for entrusting us with opening up the world of career technical education to your children. Honored guests, members of the Southern Westchester Board of Cooperative Education Services, colleagues, members of the graduating class of 2024. I want to talk to you for a few minutes briefly about leadership. Michelle Obama stated that you may not always have a comfortable life. You may not always be able to solve all the world's problems at once, but never underestimate the importance you can have, because history has shown us that courage can be contagious. Hope could take on a life of its own. Your experiences here at Southern Westchester BOCES has facilitated opportunities to engage in student leadership. Take a moment to reflect upon what that means. Think about the opportunities that you had here at Southern Westchester BOCES. What does it really mean? Student voice. You've heard examples of that already, about the student voices that you've been engaging in here, but also having the opportunities to speak and share your thoughts and your ideas and learning, and then taking those opportunities and turning them into real life examples and actually being responded to when you have questions. Empowerment. You've had opportunities to engage in student leadership capacity building and opportunities to learn and apply that learning. HOSA was one example that you have been able to engage in. HOSA is the Future Health Professionals. You've also had opportunities in dealing with using Skills USA. Learning opportunities that you've had, leadership opportunities that you've had, opportunities to plan and execute community impacting events and activities. For those of you in the culinary arts program, every Friday morning and Friday afternoon, you have been involved with doing entrepreneurial experiences on how to run a kitchen, and had opportunities to be able to do different activities with breakfast in the morning and pizza in the afternoon for the entire campus. Participation in government. I mentioned HOSA, and I'm not sure if Brianna or Sario, is she here today? Is she able to come today? Can you stand up, please? Brianna is, for those of you that are not aware, Brianna is the HOSA president. And she's a state officer for New York State, and she's a HOSA president. I want to thank you for your service and another opportunity to be able to express the work that has been showing as far as leadership. Thank you. You can sit down. Other examples, I want to talk about what's happened with HOSA this past year. Our CPR group team that wound up going won 2 gold medals, 2 bronze medals. Veterinary science won 1 gold medal. New York State Achievement Award, we had 4 awards. Skills USA regional competition, had the opportunity to be able to come to that, and I was really pleased to see the work that was being done. You had advertising and design, we were in 1st place. Animal and career science, 2nd place. Cake decoration, 2nd place. Cosmetology, quiz bowl, 1st place. It's okay to clap. Those are major accomplishments. Digital cinematography won 1st place. Culinary, 1st place. Criminal justice, 1st place. First aid competition, or CPR, 1st place and 3rd place. Job skills demonstration, 1st year, 2nd place. And math technical skills, 1st place. It's wonderful. State competition, there's a state, this is regional, but there's also a state competition. And during that time period, we received in Cosmetology Quiz Bowl 5 gold medals. Commercial baking received 1 silver medal, and we received 2 bronze medals in a digital cinema. I know we had Brianna stand up, but I think that we need to also acknowledge all the other programs that have been opportunities to show your leadership skills. And I'd like for you, when you hear this, HOSA, please stand up. All the students that were involved in HOSA, please stand up. All those students that are involved in the CTE PM and AM student government, stand up. Come on, stand up, stand up. All the students that were involved in Skills USA, please stand up. All the National Technical Honor Society students, stand up. The reason why I wanted you to stand up is because when you think about the work that they've done, the students have done, you can sit down now, the work that you've done, it was not by accident. Albert Einstein said that learn from today, live tomorrow, hope for tomorrow, live for yesterday, learn from yesterday, I'm sorry, I'll reach out again. Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning. When you reflect upon your opportunities that you've experienced here at Southern Westchester BOCES, always remember that it didn't start easy. Think back to when you first came here, how hard it was when you first started learning about all the things, or hearing about all the things you're going to do. But see where you are right now and what you've been able to accomplish. And I think that we need to also acknowledge the teachers and all the support staff that help with getting that point. So if you take a few minutes and applaud it as well. If there is a secret sauce, it is the staff that we have here, and that's what helps make this work and help us to be successful with your students. Woodrow Wilson said that you are not here merely to make a living. You're not here in order to enable the world to live more amply. You're here to be able to make the world live more amply with greater vision and a finer spirit and hope for achievement. One of the things that he wanted to make sure we remembered is that we need to make sure we never forget that. And if we do, we've made a big error. Learning is a journey, and don't ever give up on your dream. Ernest Henley stated in his poem Invictus, "It matters not what strait the gate, what changed the punishment, the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul." Class of 2024, despite any roadblocks, detours, or adversity, always remember to remain hopeful and undefeated and never give up on your dream. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Coles. So we have some staff members that are retiring this year, and I'd like to recognize our staff members. And when I call your name, please come up to the stage. Flora Cardinal, teaching assistant. Evangelo Mikas, if you can just stand in the center. And Michael Ward, come on up. I'm going to call Phil Donahue to the mic, who will be assisted by Monica Mann, and he'll be presenting a token of our appreciation to Flora Cardinal, 22 years. It's behind the book.
Good evening, folks. We are very excited to have everyone here tonight. It's so great to see everyone's happy and smiling faces out there. I'm going to start by talking first about Flora Cardinale. Flora, I'm honored to recognize you in your 22 years of service here at Southern Westchester BOCES. Ms. Cardinale is first and foremost known for a caring approach with students and developing relationships with a foundation of trust. To quote her longtime classroom partner, Mr. Jason Ponitowski, what stands out is the depth of her caring for her students, even some of the most difficult students, with whom she develops bonds and has them leaving with teary-eyed goodbyes at the end of the year. From my own perspective, Ms. Cardinale is always professional, trustworthy, resourceful, and will be missed tremendously by the students and staff alike. Thank you for your service here, Flora. We wish you all the best.
Evangelo Mikas, assisted by Phil Donahue, to present a token of our appreciation to Mike Ward, who has 32 years of service. And Mike Ward will be, he was a suits guy, he tells the story. He worked for Volvo and corporate offices, and he was a suits guy. And he was able to get a Volvo C70, is that right, Mike? And Mike, in his retirement, will be zooming down the highways to wherever and coming back to sub for us September 26th. Congratulations, Mike Ward. And we have one more. I'm going to call up the guidance counselors, Monica Mann, Kevin McAllister, and Eileen Yip, to present a token of their appreciation to Evangelo Mikas, our principal, who's retiring. Mr. Mikas has 7 years here as a BOCES employee and 15 years outside of BOCES in education, for a total of 22 years in education. Congratulations, Mr. Mikas, and we'll miss you. Thank you. So now we have a little change in our program. In the past, we used to have all the awardees and a lot of scholarships, but we had a separate day where we acknowledged all our students. And in your booklet, your program, you'll see the list of awardees and the recipients, but we had some special ones this year. And I'm going to call Phil Donahue up to speak about the first one.
Hi again, folks. So, if you hear your name, please stand to be recognized. So congratulations to the following automotive students who received the Rotary Scholarship for $1,000 each. Anthony Keating, who's going to Rockland Community College. Please stand. Nicholas Maurer, who's going to UTI. Raphael Reese, Morrisville, and Steven Soriano for UTI. Congratulations, folks. And tonight, in general, we'll be awarding students several special awards. Please look in your booklet, and you will learn more about those awards.
Thank you, Mr. Donahue. So, I want to say last November, I received a call from Mary Kelly. Mary Kelly is the secretary to the superintendents. Mary Kelly says, Dahlia, I have someone on the phone. She wants to give us money, but I don't know how to direct her. So I had this wonderful conversation with Miss Dixon, Ingrid Dixon, who asked me, we talked, and she says, I'm traveling, and can we get back together in the new year. So we followed up and we had a conversation, and our conversation was about, and in the booklet there's a whole article on the Barbara E. Chin Scholarship, and she's awarding, the family and the foundation through the foundation scholarship is awarding 4 cosmetology students with $500 each. So I'm going to call up Ms. Chin. Oh, before Ms. Chin comes up, there was another little story. There's a neighbor, and I'd like to acknowledge Amaya, the Amayas, if you can stand, please. Father and daughter. The young lady heard that we were doing a scholarship for the Chins, and I hope I get it right. She contributed $120 and her father matched it. So she's 12 years old, and they're also donating a total of $240 towards that scholarship. And I just think it's great that a young lady is able to pass it on and acknowledge and help others. So thank you so much. So Ms. Chin, Ms. Dixon, if you would come up and you can present the awards.
Good afternoon, everyone. I was an adopted niece of Barbara E. Chin, who worked for over 30 years as a cosmetology teacher at BOCES out in Long Island. And she lived to the young age of 90, and 3 weeks after her birthday, she passed away in January of this year. She was a force to be reckoned with. She had no children, but every student who came into her classroom was her child. She cared very deeply about young people, about your futures, and about how you were going to thrive in this world. Before Auntie passed away, she had cancer. I told her that one of the things I thought would be appropriate, and I wanted very much to do, was to establish a scholarship in her name so that there would be some additional longevity to her. And that is why I'm standing here this evening to give 4 students the first of 20,000. It's going to be a scholarship that's going to continue for several years. We made a pledge of $20,000 to the cosmetology student program. And so I'm honored to be here in her stead. And to each of you, I hope you will live your lives as fully and as engaged as my Aunt Barbara E. Chin did. And yes, her niece, her other adopted niece, 12-year-old Sadie, took everything out of her piggy bank and said she wanted to also contribute to this scholarship. So her parents matched her, and we're honored to be here this evening. Thank you. And so, on the recommendation of their teachers, the first student is Taylor Matura. Coming up behind her, Esmeralda Navarro Magallan. Lottie Drinkwine will follow. And lastly, Gabriela Rodriguez. Perhaps next year we'll have a man among these beautiful women. I wish each of you a really long, healthy, and fabulous life, just like my aunt was. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you, Ms. Dixon. Thank you. I would like to call up Monica Mann to present a check for $500 to Jorge Luis Ordonez, and I'm sorry if I messed up your last name, collision student who will be attending Westchester Community College. In the brochure, there's a little blurb on the purpose behind the scholarship. Ms. Mann recognized the student as exemplary, and we'd like to thank you. So we have another scholarship, and this is from a staff member, and Ms. Mann is one of our school counselors. And this year, our students have just been being recognized by different outside groups, and it just kind of shows the work that our teachers are doing and our students are doing. Thank you. So the Fallon Scholarship, Project Scholarship, and I'd like to call up Darlene Bryce and Gael Bruno to present a check to each student in the amount of $300. And these students don't know that they're getting this award, so it's going to be a big surprise. So I'm going to wait for Gael and Darlene to come up. Darlene is a teaching assistant in the commercial arts program, and I believe Gael is her brother. And inside, again, the booklet, you can find out a little bit more about the scholarship. So
good evening, everyone. I hope that everybody is having a wonderful day on this joyous occasion. Just a little backstory on the Founds Project. We are a nonprofit organization that was in memory of my brother who tragically passed 2 years ago. The mission of the Founds Project is simple. We want to provide equal opportunity to all children, regardless of economic, social, physical ability or status. And we feel like we have the perfect opportunity to present the right resources and equipment in order to do that. And it's actually an honor because we actually get to present these scholarships to students who actually are part of the, I guess, organization that my brother had worked for. He worked for BOCES for about, I'd say 10 plus years. And it's truly, truly, truly an honor to present this. And can we give a round of applause for those students and everyone who are, if I could offer any advice, I'm a spiritual guy, so there's this verse in the Bible that says to run with endurance, the race that is set before you. And technically, it just means that life isn't going to be easy, but as long as you work at it, as long as you trust in God, everything that you hope for, everything that you pray for will come into fruition. We want to present these two awards, and forgive me if I mispronounce your name. The first one is Maria Damiani. And our second recipient is Natalie Rodriguez Alvarez. Thank you, everyone.
Y'all still with me? Yeah? So it's now time to award certificates to our graduating students. Tonight, our graduates will receive their certificate of completion of their programs at the Center for Career Services. The New York State Board of Regents has instituted a career and technical distinction category for the New York State diploma, and I believe, Mr. Mikas, we had 214? 214 students today received technical endorsements in their home districts, received the seal, and it'll be affixed to their diplomas at their home school district. So congratulations to those students. So now we'll be calling the teachers and their students to the stage by class. And now our students. Animal Science, Mike D'Abruzzo, teacher, Leslie Martez, teacher assistant. Dr. Lyons, Dr. Coles, Kevin McAllister, Lynn McBride, come to the center stage.
Animal Science, let's go. Stephanie Aguilar Flores. Camila Almada Diaz. Amy Bias. Amy is also student of the program. Jose Cornelio. Jack Elliott. Shannon Clammy. Caitlin Connett. Anna Ramirez.
Automotive will be up next.
Samantha Salvador. Elver Sandoval. Alicia Suarez. Cynthia Suki. Cameron Tufarelli. Jennifer Uaguari. Aiden Walken. Bertiana Zapata. Congratulations, Animal Science.
Thank you. Automotive Technology and Auto Trades and Maintenance, Mr. Scott Nelson, teacher, Mr. Peter Schwartzot, teacher, Mr. Michael Ward, teacher, Mr. Pierre Files, teacher assistant, and Howard Hamilton, teacher assistant. These are our future mechanics who are leaving with ASE certifications also. Automotive Technology.
Just wait for Mr. Ward.
All right, Mike Ward.
Hi, welcome to BOCES. Giovanni Bassiera Cardenas. Mr. Alham Camillo. Mr. Christopher Cruzada. Mr. Gabriel Carrillo. Mr. Daniel Cusa. Mr. Stephen D. Carreran. Mr. Daniel Dearson. Mr. Petra Ina. Mr. Anthony Escobita. Mr. Adrian Fabero Vargas. Mr. Nicholas Vega. Mr. Michael Thaman. Mr. Connor Goyne. Mr. Alejandro Hernandez. Mr. Anthony Keating. Mr. Jeremy Lambert. Mr. Junior Lopez Barrios. Mr. Grayson Lopez Sandoval. Mr. Nicholas Maurer. Mr. Jameer McCain. Mr. Jonathan Mendoza. Mr. Shamil Mohammed. Mr. Jonathan Noka. Mr. Aiden Perone. Mr. Rafael Reyes. Mr. Ronnie Rodriguez. Mr. Lucas Romeo. Mr. Ravel Solomon. Mr. Steven Serrano. Mr. Fabrizio Vasquez. Mr. Axel Valida, outstanding student. Mr. John Wilson.
Architecture, Jonathan Aris, teacher.
Starting off with Matthew Dalpont. Alicia Frangipani. Jonathan Lopez. Juan Angel Lopez. Thank you. Kennard Perez. Isis Rishberg. Christian Rodriguez. Isabel Santana.
Thank you, architecture. Evangelo Mikas. Oh, Evangelo, please go to the podium there.
Next up, Computer Information Systems and Medical Administrative Assistant and Office Skill and Occupations. Mr. Poniatowski, teacher. Ms. Flora Cardinale, teacher assistants.
Brianna Benjamin. Kayla Heinrich. Talia James. Zainab Maksud. Kendra Rollins. Ashley Romero. Giovanna Roque. Grace Ruiz Santillan. Charlotte Lipkin. Ms. Cardinale. Hendy Vasquez. Kenneth Tianco.
Eddie. Thank you. Collision Technology and Auto Body Detailing, Mr. Paul Casagrande, teacher. Mr. Brandon Pesco, teacher assistant.
Onepi Dawkins. Camilo de la Cruz Jr. Ryan Hatim. Brooke Murphy. Jorge Ordonez. Oscar Soriano. Jose Valdovinos, Aiden Berettervide, Jacob Elam, and Elijah Haynes.
Next up is commercial art, Mr. Damian Powers, teacher, Darlene Bryce, teacher assistant.
All right, let's do this. Curtis Addison. Yaliz Berga. Vincent Castanoga. Castanozi. Castanozi. Sorry, Vinny. Maria Damiani. Narika Renault Diaz. D'Angelo Gordon. Chase Hewitt. Angelina Hun. Natalie Rodriguez Alvarez. Coleman Lee. Andres Maya. Caitlin Ranieri. Mina Ricones Para. Loriani Rivera Rosales. Isabella Rodriguez. Jorceli Soriano Gonzalez. Eva Uribe. Amir Willis. Hector Garcia.
Next up, we have electrical construction with Mr. Frank Macetta, Mr. George Lucero, Mr. Dennis Hawkins, and Mr. Josh Mendel. Please come up.
Good evening. We're going to be here for a while, so sit down. Up first, Mr. Devin Adamson. Brian RP. Eduardo Anaya. Luis Alea. Who's that? Oh. Dominic Moreno. You will. Joseph Barasha. Jose Calderon Portillo. Randy Chichoka. Giuseppe Cicerello. Glixen Diaz Lopez. Jean Fidel. Tiernan Fay. Ryan Farrell. Lucas Fuentes. Kilsman Fuentes Velzquez. Dante Grados. Jerome Harrigan. Luca Kaufman.
Katja.
Francisco Lavesta. Luis Marcias. Christian Pizol. Joseph Potante. David Polito. Jesse Ramirez. Esteban Romas Godet. Ramos. Dean Rivers. Alejandro Rodriguez Chavez. Brandon Sanchez Morales. Are we done yet? Ryan Schiller. Jonathan Torres. Tristan Vaughn. Joel Velez. Tyler Westenberg. Nazaire Welch. Enzo Zagami. And Joshua Zapata. Thank you.
Next up, we have cosmetology. Miss Teresa Galatello, Miss Laura Mirabel, Miss Yolanda Lopez, Miss Vanessa Newby, Miss Tess Giorgio, and Miss Melissa Sea.
Samantha Blaker. Jaylee Butler. Aurelie Camarena. Carla Delgado. Cindy DeMai. Lottie Drinkwine. Emily Gonzalez. Samantha Gonzalez Lopez. Best in program.
You're like all over the place.
Jessica Guadarrama Bustos. Sydney Marinelli. Esmeralda Navarro McGowan. Donna Rodriguez. Alexia Ruggiero. Deanna Sanchez Pablo. And Cecilia Torricelli.
Good evening. Bienvenidos. I would like to introduce you to my wonderful class of 2024, Stephanie Aquino, Maya Brinson, Jenna Constantino, Kimberly Corona, Jennifer Coit, Alexandra Espinosa, Julie Hovers, Kimberly Jimenez, Jay Jones, Samantha Keeler, Adriana Maya, Taylor Matura, she was also best in program, Paulina Oliveros, Jennifer Peña, Robin Perez, Gabriela Rodriguez, Jessica Sacomano, Norlenis Salzar, Esmeralda Santiago, Kyla Schechtel.
Next up is construction plumbing and general maintenance assistant. Carpentry should be in there somewhere as well. With teacher Mr. Kurt Boyson and Mr. Tyree Morris, teacher assistant. Please come on up.
Good evening, everyone. First up, we have Jonathan Alvarez Corona. Next up is Roger Barrera. Zachary Colon. Eric Godoy. Francisco Cisco Gomez. Anthony Gonzalez. Danny and Red Govia. Brian Lara. Best in Class PM, Jorge Navarro. Brian Pacha. Yandel Castillo. Jonathan Rosales. Frank Scazzafari. Dean Young. Javon Moore. Best in Class AM, Andrew Murphy. Last but not least, Angel Lopez.
Next up is culinary arts, the hardest working students, baking and retail services, Chef Laraj, Chef Damiani, Ms. Pinella, and Ms. Cassie.
Good evening. On behalf of Chef Laraj, Ms. Pinella, and Ms. Gabo, we present the culinary class of 2024. All right, Valerie Capello. Luis Cisneros. Savannah Colucci. Atsiri Cruz. Matthew David. Natalie Del Rosario. Ivana Freitas. Nia Hudgens. Nabia Islam. Donna Izazaga. Ivan Lee. Sarah Lee. Miguel Lopez. Jaden Martin. Stanley Mejia. You guys are popular. Darlene Mejia. Janet Navarrete. Kaylee Pecora. John Pinto. Eric Priego. We love you, Eric. Andrew Pula. Stop. My boss, Jasmine Robinson. Ashley Stricker. Reagan Suhe. Ariel Velada. Kyle Woods. Angel Yuguez. And from our ICTE Food and Retail program, Javon Johnny Jackson. Dennis, come on up. I forgot your last name. Sorry, buddy. That's it.
They're also the noisiest group.
Next up, fashion design, merchandising, and intro to fashion and retail, Ms. Galliano, teacher, Ms. Tracy Green, teacher assistant.
Good evening, everyone. I present to you the fashion design and merchandising students. We have Mila Hossein. Diana Lopez, best in program. Ian Orellana. I want to hug. Jasmine Parker. Woo! Hug, hug, hug. And Juliana Porpora. Congratulations. Thank you.
Next up, we have Emergency Medical Services. Mr. Robert Del Greco and Miss Anchelle Allen, please come on up.
Miss Allen and I are very happy to present the Emergency Medical Services class of 2024. Victoria Teresa Bensavengo, New York State Certified First Responder. Dayani Benitez. Inez Fuentes Sanchez. Jonathan Garita. Shayla Gomez Miranda. David Gonzalez. I love you, man. Kaliani Hartung. Natalia Jumbo. Connor Kwan. Laurel Lowenthal, New York State Certified First Responder. Joanna Madrid, New York State Certified Emergency Medical Technician and Best in Program. Eliona Matoshi. Kieran Patrick Mullen, New York State Certified First Responder. Brianna Osorio, New York State Certified First Responder. Ava Owens Bonheur. Christina Quinde. Charisma Tyler.
Next up, we have pre-engineering with Miss Leticia Noche.
Pre-engineering and Cisco.
And Cisco.
Wilbur Lara. Nicholas Merritt. Christopher Raspiller, also best student. Best in program. Michael Richards. Sanaa Beckles. Adriano Palomino.
Michael May.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is my honor and privilege to introduce to you the TV video class of 2024. Let's start it. Sanaa Danae Alexandre. Andreas Avalos Manzo. Angela Barriga. Lazarus Bellamy Jr. Daryl Braun. Best in program, Sam Burgos. Ryan Corrigan. Gavin Lucia. Diamante Drayton. Jalen Estevez. Zach Finkel. Nasim Jones. Leonardo Rivera. Reese Santasuso. And Carter Von Hassel.
Sound production, Sean Hardy, teacher.
Good evening, everyone. Buenas noches. I'd like to, before I start with my team, honor Danny Franco, Jamie Johnson, DeAndre Woods, Aisha Williams, and Emma Huerta, who are the alumni, past graduates of the sound program, that have come here to support the current graduates. They're extremely proud of these graduates, and frankly, so am I. Very proud of my team. So with that, without further ado, Anthony Caridi. Ahmed Fofana. Patrick Lacey. Ian Ortiz. Xavier Pacheco. Thank you, I appreciate you. Last but certainly not least, best in program, Nyla Walker. Thank you very much.
Security Law and Policing, Eric Marvin, teacher.
Hello. Security Law and Policing class of 2024. Adam Alfalahi. Michael Cassiopo, best in program. Johan Espinal. Ureli Flores. Maria Galvin Valencia. Kevin Lorenzana. Gerardo Martinez Herro. Kevin Montufar. Crystal Nunez. Diana Alvaros Madrid. Joshua Varela. And Milagros Williams.
Thank you, everyone. So before we end, as I promised and as I shared earlier, Aaron made it. He texted me and he made it from his graduation. And I don't know if it was him driving or his mother, but they made it here. So I asked Aaron to make his speech really brief because I'm trying to end by 8 o'clock. So, Aaron, no pressure.
All right. Good night, BOCES, students, faculty, staff, and teachers. Congratulations, class of 2024, on a tremendous milestone. My name is Aaron Anderson, and many of you might not know me, but I graduated a few years ago, just like you guys today. I was asked to come back and tell y'all about my experience and how it led to where I am today. I walked into BOCES not really knowing what I wanted to do with my life, but I always loved cooking, so I chose that as my major. I was blessed to have Chef John and all the staff as my teachers, and because of that, they showed me the most important lesson I've learned today, worth. Going here maybe realized that it was up to me to decide what I was giving worth and value in my life. Thus gave me the vision to work really hard on myself and what I value: communication skills, networking, and perfecting my craft. I worked hard until I was able to achieve some resemblance of success. To this day, I use my skills I learned at Southern Westchester BOCES to further improve myself and the others around me. This is why I ask that you pay attention and come to an understanding of what you have learned in this program. You have been privileged to be a part of some of the premier learning centers in New York. So as someone who has been through it, that I ask that you give some worth and value to the time you spend here. Congratulations to each and every one of you, and embrace your worth and go make the world different. Thank you.
All right, guys. Now I speak to you on the behalf, I forgot my manners. Thank you, Aaron. I now speak to you on the behalf of your teachers and your counselors. Can my staff stand, please? All the teachers. Thank you, staff. You may be seated. I have one of the best group of people that we work with. I think they still enjoy coming. They're here, and they keep on coming back, and I appreciate you. And students, I want you to stand and face your parents and thank your parents. All the students, turn around and face your parents. Thank you, parents. Thank you, thank you. You may be seated. I'd like to give a special thanks to all of the individuals that were here tonight that made donations and scholarships to our students. Thank you so much. Very appreciative. I know the students and their families are more than grateful, and they will continue their craft. Thank you for that. We had a group of staff from Harrison High School here to see their students. I saw them leave. We have special services staff, if you wave your hand. Jessica, Allison, and Eric Ford is someplace here. Thank you for coming out. Miss Anderson, thank you. My staff and everyone, I'd just like to say thank you. So I want to say, I'm skipping, so I'm sorry. I also would like to say thank you to former Greenberg City Council Ken Jones and his wife for being here. If you wave your hands. Thank you. my secretarial staff, Staff Sergeant, thank you. I know we have some other recruits in the audience. I don't know if you saw them go up. Thank you so much. So congratulations to you all, and it is with great pleasure that I proudly present the Center for Career Services graduating class of 2024. Graduates. Oh, great. So, graduates, you're going to return to the room in the back where we lined up, and your teachers are going to be there to give you your certificates. And parents, we're just asking that you wait for them in the lobby area. And thank you for coming. Get home safe, and God bless. Thank you.
Been hustling and tonight is my appraisal, 'cause I'm a hooker selling songs and my pimp's a record label. This world is full of demon stocks and bonds and Bible traders, so I do the deed, get up and leave a climber and a sadist, yeah. Are you ready for the sequel? Ain't ready for the latest?